What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another late night in the BrewLab with me, Lone Fox, your brewmaster in chief. And tonight, in the BrewLab, I'm coming at you with another episode of a Serious Jank. You know, it's that kind of jank that might actually be quite serious. And without further ado, let's jump into tonight's brew. We're looking at Mono Black Hand Hate, simply named Raven Man Discard. And there's some really strong cards in the deck, clearly, as you can see already, but is the Raven Man enough to carry the game? Well, let's find out. We start off with a well, not a full playset, but 3 copies of Cut Down as our early game removal spell of choice, as well as some. So let's just do the removal. We've got Cut Down, we've got March of Wretched Sorrow for some way of interacting with Planeswalkers, as well as that much needed and lovely life gain. We've also got 3 Infernal Grasps, plus, let's say, the -2 of Liliana. Overall, that's a fair bit of removal, but we're really trying to remove the opponent's stuff by just not allowing them to cast it, and we're doing that via our discard spells, and that we have way more than our removal. We have 3 copies of Dread Fugue, which is, in my opinion, just a better version of Duress. Hit me up in the comments if you think I'm completely missing that one, but why are people still playing Duress when Dread Fugue's in Standard? I don't know. Maybe because on turn 1 you can hit more important things than Duress can, but than Dread Fugue. Dread Fugue can. However, to mitigate that, we've also got Pilfer, which is just like upgraded Duress for 1 extra mana. This just allows you to discard any non-land permanent without the Dread Fugue, you can do that for 3. So we essentially have like 6 cards in the deck that can just allow us to discard any non-land permanent from the opponent's hand. Great. Then we've also got full playset of the Virus Beetle, which happens to be an artifact. Something else to keep in mind. But it forces the opponent to discard a card. We've also got 3 copies of Liliana of the Veil. The +1 forces the opponent to discard a card. Well, you both discard one, but that's okay. We've also got Braids Frightful Return, making a debut on the channel. One of these read-ahead sagas from Dominaria United. This is the uncommon one from the cycle. You can either sacrifice a creature to have the opponent discard a card. We're often sacrificing the Virus Beetle, right? So then we sack the Virus Beetle, the opponent discards a card. Chapter 2, we return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. It's often the Virus Beetle. We cast it again, get it to discard another card. This little loop with the Virus Beetle and the Braids is just fantastic. And then chapter 3, target opponent may sacrifice a non-land, non-token, which is really cool because, you know, often they have like 1/1 token lying around from Wedding Announcement or something. They just sack that. Doesn't really hurt them too much. In this case, they can't pick the token. It has to be a non-land, non-token permanent. So it pushes them into a situation where they'd probably rather not do that. And then you get to draw a card and they lose 2 life. Really quite a nice little uncommon there. But the discard does not end there. We've also got 3 copies of the Long Reach of Night, which forces the opponent to sacrifice a creature unless they discard a card for the first 2 chapters, and then transforms into the Animus of Night's Reach, which is a 0/4 with menace, but whenever it attacks, it gets +X/+O until end of turn, where X is the number of creature cards in the defending player's graveyard. This can be a pretty chunky, semi-difficult to remove. You know, they need to go Infernal Grasp or Rendering Flame, or, you know, the red stuff won't kill it. Cut Down won't kill it. So not a bad body just at face value, and then once it gets attacking, especially against creature decks, it can get pretty big, and the menace is no joke. But it does not end there. We've also got 2 copies of Junji, the Midnight Sky, which has 2 death triggers. We sometimes use the first one to, we've gotten the opponent to discard potentially some pretty ridiculous stuff at this point. We may be able to bring one of the opponents, I don't know, Titans of Industry, just to give like the best possible example out there, from the graveyard to the battlefield, and we lose 2 life when we do that. Or we can continue to make the opponent discard with a second death trigger, which says that you can force the opponent to discard 2 cards and lose 2 life. So there we go. I mean, as far as discard, I think we're pretty much about as tribally as it gets. That's 3, 6, 10, 14, 17, 20, 22 cards that can make the opponent discard. And all of this is done so that we can get some birds. The Raven Man says that whenever a card is discarded by a player on either turn, be it yours or theirs, you will be making a 1/1 bird. Of course, we have no ways of forcing the opponent to discard anything during their turn at instant speed in this particular version of the deck. Something we may need to remedy if we're ever going to consider upgrading it, because there's plenty of situations where the opponent is discarding during their turn of their own volition. Something as simple as Big Score or Connive from a Rafine or whatever. Therefore, at the end of their turn, you'll also make a bird. But most of the time, we can only force this to happen during our turn. And the final piece of the puzzle, as far as this card is concerned, is the Raven Man itself, which can pay 4 mana, 3 and a black to tap and force the opponent to discard another card. So there's, that this can quite easily go into this pile, and the Soul Transfer can go into this pile. And we do have Soul Transfer over, I don't know, for the Hero's Downfall, because we do have the Virus Beetle and the Long Reach of Night and the Braids as enchantments and artifacts, so we can often pick both modes, and having something that exiles is pretty good. That is not the only card in the deck that cares about having both artifacts and enchantments. We've also got 2 Roadside Reliquaries to draw some cards. We've got some Crystal Grottos for some scry action, some Takenumas to reanimate our Raven Man, 17 beautiful Godzilla basic swamps, and 1 hostile, where we can pay 1, tap it, sacrifice a creature, put a soul counter on it, and then if there are 3 or more soul counters on it, you remove those counters and transform it, and it becomes the Creeping In, which you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the number of creature cards exiled. Now that I'm looking at this, probably we can cut this one. Yeah, let's cut the hostile. It's kind of trash. So 18 basics, little BrewLabification on the fly, 2 Takenumas, 2 Crystal Grottos, 2 Roadside Reliquaries, and that is the deck. Raven Man, discard. Janky Tuesday Raven Man brews. Let's jump into some games and see how the deck performs. We will be, of course, playing this on the unranked ladder, even though I have hit Mythic. We might play a couple matches in Mythic towards the end and see how it performs over there, but I know when a brew is supposed to be Mythic viable and when it isn't. By the way, those of you who do want to know which list I did hit Mythic with, hit me up in the comments down below. I'll share it around. We can do some Discord action or what have you. Well, it's unranked, so I'll probably keep it, but otherwise I probably wouldn't have. I'm still debating. We've got the cut down. We've got a turn 3 play. We're missing turn 2. Let's see how it turns out. Okay. Beetle's good. Although it's probably going to get countered. Somebody that plays a Virtuoso on turn 2 is just still learning how to play the deck. I had a feeling. Virtuoso number 2. Danik! Cool, man. Discards a basic land. Nice. Found our 5th land for the Junji. Oh, we can't return it because it's target. And, oh, that sucks. That sucks. I was really hoping to bring back that Virus Beetle and hit him with the Dread Fugue. No such luck. So we're taking another 4. I still think Azorius, like, should be pretty good. Just double sacrifice. So I'm gonna hit them with a Dread Fugue. Discard their thing that saves their Virtuoso. And if they cast it now, then we can, on the stack, cut down the Virtuoso. Well, we will take. And he's fine to bounce it. As far as I'm concerned, because he also connives and has to discard whatever he picks. Does he play the onto the Virtuoso? Wow. We take another 4. It's starting to get pretty badass, but now we've got a blocker. And we're going to play the Junji. So, double Junji. Ooh. Ooh. He just has the... Oh my god. Oh dear God. Hmm. What have we got that can actually deal with this? Is Infernal Grasp. Wow, that's freaking annoying, man. Wow, that's frustrating. What a joke. Oh, it's now or never. Just give me. There's a 9% chance we'll draw Infernal Grasp. Oh my god, yes. Watch him have a like something. God. Down to 1 life. Well, this might get us back up a little bit. Can you imagine? It took us that long to draw Infernal Grasp. The opponent's on 55, we're on 1. If I win this, I'll be so stoked. Aww, are you a salty roper? How salty are you, mate? Aww, you so salty. You salty, salty man. Ah! Ha ha! Got him. 3, 6, 7, 8. Maybe more removal? Less discard? Bugger off. There's the Raven, man. Better late than never. Sure. Whatever the point of that is. Okay. Lance. Hello. 55-3, and the opponent scoops it up. That is the way the cookie crumbles, my friend. Off you go. Epic. Epic. Joshua Garcia Lamas. Citizen's arrest. Go with the brutal. Brutal is good. Ooh.
Happy to help, but I'm taking it. Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
Come on, make your land drop. Oh, I was hoping to play that match. I was getting into interesting territory. I guess that's the trouble with unranked, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Mickey Talento. That's no good. That is no good. Sure. Oh, whoops, did I take your 2-drop? Oh, did I take your 2-drop? Do I have a cut down for your 3-drop? Oh, that's so terrible. I've got Liliana. Just play your 3-drop, that's okay. Oopsies!
And you think you can win? Sacrifices must be made.
You kept wondering, Emperor? It's not that good. Flash in the Emperor.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Lame!
Let your blade do the talking.
I guess make another creature. That's what I thought. For crying out loud.
I've always hated crowds. Whatever. Luck favors the foolish, after all.
We've got the edge in this fight.
It's the kind of stuff that drives me insane. What? Why wouldn't you put a +1/+1 counter on your guy? Ah, you're gonna make another 2/2.
To me.
Alright, you got this one, mate. We flooded. Good on ya. Well navigated. I can see why you kept the Emperor. You were lucky. You were lucky, my friend. You were very lucky. How are we doing for time? 26 minutes in. Okay. I may take a break. If I do, I will announce it. I just want to... I mean, I've made Mythic. I'm theory crafting my ass off. The new set comes soon. We've also got early access to enjoy. I think we'll probably just take a little break, but we'll see. We'll see. That's a good hand as far as this deck is concerned. Cool. No 2-drops that I can see.
Nobody knows Dominaria.
Are you gonna replay this from your yard in a mono green deck? I honestly don't know, but that's your call, my friend.
You won't be outsmarting me.
First birdie. We finally get a birdie. You actually have another creature to cast with your Howlpack Piper in your hand right now? Wow. I didn't think so.
We all have things we'd rather forget.
Oh, you should have used the Pack Piper. I guess he wouldn't have stayed untapped.
You chose the wrong day to cross me. You won't be outsmarting me.
Oh, that's Liliana. Gone.
This isn't how things were supposed to go.
He can bring this back now, can't he? Aha. Six, 7. Oh, it's 7. So no, it's 8. So you can do it for 7 with just green lands. Okay. Draw 1. The long reach of night is good. That's enough Virus Beetles. No cards to no cards to discard, so he has to sacrifice a creature. Which sucks because we don't get the Raven Man thing, but hey, you could have used that Presage for my long reach of night, my friend. Full flyer is a problem. He'll probably make the little massive spirit token thing. Of course he does. Quirion. Okay, wait, let's attack first. Ooh, March is just so good right now. Okay. That's just game, no? Menace 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think that's just game. What a match. Do you have anything in your hand that's going to save you from this? I don't think so. Oh. Down to the wire. I really enjoyed that one. Woo. Very nice. Very nice. I don't think I would be playing that spider in mono green, honestly. Yeah, whatever. Everybody must build their brews how they see fit. But this is going to be the final match of the night, so let's end on a victory. Serious Jank is probably my favorite day of the week. It's when I get to play the kind of stuff that, like, I wake up in the morning with this genius idea, and then within an hour of testing it on the ladder, I'm like, oh my god, what a crock of crap. But then, on the unranked ladder, it's fun. Ravenman into Pilfer. Unless they got Fading Hope. Mono blue. Oh, the joys. The most... Oh! Okay. Let's see if we can actually get this to hit. Of course we don't. Is a control beat me a very short time ago. I never understand people that play their Jhin out on turn 3 without protection. And now I'm also gonna steal your protection. Yes, Flame Bless Bolt my Raven man. Really? Hey man, don't worry about me. I got 2 1/1s. Hit me with that negate. We gotta get them out of your hand at some point, right? Let's go. Yeah. That Pilfer getting rid of the second Jhin was just chef's kiss.
much.
Hey, hand hate feels pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of freaking enjoy it. It's basically just... I mean, mono blue counters all your stuff. Mono black gets rid of all your stuff. It feels very similar in a certain sense. You gotta kind of just keep up with their draw steps. You gotta discard their whole hand down to trash and hope that they don't top deck the good thing. But then if you couple it up with some removal, as we have done, then you can get some pretty good wins. So jumping back into the deck with my final thoughts, overall deck review. I think there's something to this. It's slowly shaping up. The number of good discard cards that we have in Standard right now makes me think that it's leading somewhere. But right now, the main payoff that we have is the Raven Man, and he's just a 2/1 that can get killed by virtually freaking everything that kills something I mean, not even virtually. Freaking Flame Blast Bolt, 1 mana red spell, cut down, you name it, it's dead. So we're gonna need a little bit more of a payoff than that. The Long Reach of Night against the wrong deck, you're playing against control that doesn't play any creatures. It's just an absolute trash card. So there's some work that needs to be done here. What my main takeaways from this deck and tonight's gameplay footage is the nice little loop between Virus Beetle and the Braids Frightful return. I can see this being a thing. Of course, Liliana still fantastic. Junji did discard a few things, got in the way of a few things, but I don't know. Still some bits and bobs that need to be ironed out. And I would, of course, as always, love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below, because those mean the world to me and really help me craft better brews the next time around. But as far as tonight is concerned, I think we're going to just leave it at that with no brew labifications needed. So I'll be seeing you all, of course, tomorrow with another fresh brew, unless I decide to take a break. In which case, I will let everybody know well ahead of time, and I will spend the next while between now and the set being released on the client, not only playing in the early access event, but letting you guys know what my top 5 favorite rares and mythics from each color from the new set are. I still need to record my final episode of Spoiler Talk, so there's a few things to do between now and then. And until then, this is Lone Fox from the BrewLab, signing out. Peace, y'all.